fun for part of this show to just share part of what I'm teaching the class to do, and that's going out and eating. You know, most people think again that this is about dieting. To lose weight you have to diet. And many people know that, and I've said it 100 times, I'm sure at least, that diets don't work. That's why the first 3 letters of the word diet are D-I-E. I don't know anybody who's been successful doing it. You must eat. We already know we're foodaholics. The difference is we're now eating to feed our body so that it's becoming nutrient sufficient rather than nutrient deficient. And this is part of what we're doing today. We're going out and at a restaurant that is very nice, looking at the menu. Every menu has things that we can eat. You're not suppressed about eating. And this is part of the social thing. You don't want to give up eating. I mean, we'd be dead if we did, so that's not very happy. But we want to eat the things that are going to make us feel good an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours from now. We don't want to leave where we have indigestion. We don't want to leave where we have diarrhea or constipation, or we have a headache, or we're hungry right away. And these are all the things that happen when you eat incorrectly, you don't food combine correctly. So the ladies here are going to make the choices of the foods that they like, and not only what they like, but what they have found over the last several weeks agrees with them. And we were talking to Leandra because she's had problems. She got very upset with me when I wouldn't let her have cheese. Actually, she didn't believe me when I told her that she shouldn't eat cheese. I gave her alternative cheeses to eat. But no, everybody wants to test me, which is okay because once they do, they have to come back. So now she has decided she's not eating cheese at all anymore. So this might be a problem down the line. But right now she's going through the growth period. And you're not ordering anything with cheese, I take it today.
Not chance.
So we've been through this because we've had a class, so you see we've lived everybody's experiences. Well, we finished our class and now we're out doing a little socializing, which makes things fun. Now, not everybody wanted to come and eat with me, I do want to tell you that. So there's a few people chickened out, but you've already met Leandra from our last show, and you met Dr. Ann at our last show, and unfortunately Rose wasn't able to be here, so I want to introduce Rose. And I'd like her to tell you a little bit about herself and how she got to the class so that we're all up to date.
Hi. I found out about Dr. Henry through my hairdresser. And one of the other hairdressers there had been going to see Dr. Henry, and I noticed just a tremendous change in her, and she looked so fabulous. So I quizzed her about it, and that's how I got to see Dr. Henry. I was having major problems with digestion, and after I started my program in June, and after 2.5 months, I am feeling so much better and no longer have digestion issues because I've changed the way I eat, and also pretty much the way I live. So it's been an exciting process.
Sea bass is so good.
So what is the sea bass?
Oh, we can have them at dinner and lunch.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how to say it.
Oh, that sounds
It's a little bit
good.
spicy, but it's so
Oh, it is spicy. No, it's spicy.
Tell me about the prime rib.
prime rib, 16 and 24 ounce cut. You can choose side choice and bread choice. You can.
Well, now we're going to get ready to order, and just so that some of the audience can see that you can go out and have good food, we're going to start with Ann. And why don't you tell us what you've decided to have today?
Well, their special is a swordfish, and so I'm going to try the swordfish with steamed vegetables and a small side salad.
Salads are available everywhere. Fish is available everywhere, but at the restaurant we're at, this is a special today. And she's able to order it whether poached or baked, whatever way she wants it, and that makes things terrific. And she's not missing what we normally think of, oh, you have to have a potato. She'd rather have her salad and her fresh vegetables, and she'll be fine. And you'll be satisfied, right? Mm-hmm. You don't feel like you're doing without.
Well, what I'd really like is this chocolate motherlode cake, but then I'd be sick all day.
Now you see, you can tell we're still all foodaholics. That's great. Okay, Rose.
I'm going to choose the salmon today, charbroiled, with a side of the roasted vegetables, and a side salad with lemon.
That's good, and that would satisfy you. You don't feel like
Yes.
you're doing without, because I know you've been to this restaurant even when you were in California, and it came in, so you told me how great it was, and you've eaten all the other things perhaps.
That's
some of it.
right.
So
Those
how,
onion rings I told you about that are so fabulous.
but now sitting here today and how you're feeling, are you missing having that, or are you satisfied with knowing how you will feel now after ordering what you ordered?
That's the interesting thing about your program, because you don't feel deprived, because you feel so good, and you don't want to eat anything that you know will make you not feel as good as you feel when you do eat the right way.
And that's the point. And you know, a lot of people don't realize that it is the food that you're eating, it's what you're doing to yourself that's creating your problems. We bring on sickness ourselves. This isn't something that's coming from the atmosphere. It is the things that we do each and every day, and that's why it's so important to find out what you're eating and what agrees with you that you're eating. There could be some very good food and you could be allergic to it, you could have food intolerances to it, you could be food combining certain foods with other foods that are giving you problems that not only will give you digestive problems, but that will help put on the weight. Some of the foods that you choose to eat, particularly diet foods and sodas that are diet sodas, which are very addictive, create all types of other problems that we'll talk about as the shows go on, but this makes a good choice that she has made today for herself, and obviously she now knows the difference of how you can feel. Leandra?
Yeah.
Leandra's not having cheese today.
No, no cheese. I'm going to go ahead with the salmon and roasted vegetables as well, but I'm going to have oil and vinegar on my salad. Because I can.
Okay. Well, I took the longest to make a decision because I'm very uncomfortable eating with them. I probably wanted something really bad, but I wouldn't do that because I really love them all, even though they give me a really hard time. So I am going to have a chicken Caesar salad, and I'm having some decaf coffee, which is sort of a treat for me because at home I have a barley type coffee. But I'm having that today in water, and I'd probably rather have a glass of Pinot Grigio, but I'm going to control myself, again, because I love these ladies.
No sourdough roll.
No
No bread.
toast. Can we just like the small side salad instead of the bread?
You can't do that, but you can add small green salad for $2.75.
No, I'll just go with the broccoli then.
I'll have the salmon,
Salmon.
and I want it
I like
charbroiled.
salmon.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like my side to be the roasted vegetables.
I like salmon. I like salmon.
And you said it has carrots in it too?
Roasted vegetables, yeah. You want
Can you just not
No
give me
carrots?
any carrots?
Okay.
I'll take it.
And I have a side salad with lemon.
Just lemons.
I'll have the salmon.
Lettuce doesn't always agree with the
Charbroiled
she's coming out with these
with the roasted vegetables. Leave the carrots in there. It's fine.
Okay.
No bread, no salad or anything.
Okay. Thank you.
I've changed my mind. I was going to have your Caesars, chicken Caesars, but I'm going to have the salmon also.
Okay.
And I didn't hear what came with it, but I'll have it all.
Asparagus, roasted vegetables.
I like asparagus.
Asparagus. And would you like your salmon blackened or charbroiled?
Charcoal
Charbroiled?
broiled, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Some of us take our supplements twice a day, some take it 3 times a day. In my case, I take some supplements when I first get up in the morning on an empty stomach, and then I take things like pregnenolone before I go to bed at night, which is no big deal. And then I take supplements, my actual supplements, with my meal for breakfast and dinner. For many years, actually, I did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was so nutrient deficient. I had so much catch-up to do. And also, I wasn't maintaining my nutrients like I should. So, but now I probably take more than most people walking out of my office because part of what I do is anti-aging, which they all want to know about, but they haven't qualified for me to teach them this yet. So this is my package, but I look at this as my health insurance. You see, most people, something goes wrong with them, they go to a medical doctor, they start taking medication with all the after effects, and hey, the doctors are happy, the drug companies are happy because they're making money. But unfortunately, drugs don't save your life, they help to kill you, in my opinion, unless it's emergency. And so my feeling is if God made our body with natural things like vitamins, minerals, enzymes, glandulars, digestive enzymes, etc., we need to find out what we're missing if we're not feeling great. In my case, I still have some digestive problems, and I still have a thyroid condition. And so all these things have to be taken into consideration. And for years, doctors said I'd never be able to maintain my weight because my thyroid was so bad, and all these other stories. And that's not true. As a matter of fact, I've lost more weight, I think, in spite of them. So it's important, again, that I'm doing what I teach everybody else to do. I lay out my supplements once a month. This is not a project that you do every day, because I wouldn't do it if I had to do it every day. But we mix them up once a month. We keep a few in our purse, some of them in our office, some at home. And we just take them. It's just part of what we do. And some people, oh, you take all that? How can you do that? Well, I have a little cup, and I just put them in the cup, and I sort of just drink them. And I might show you how I do it when I finish eating or in the middle of the meal. I really prefer taking my supplements while I'm eating. It helps to digest better with your food. And we can talk more about that a little later on. I just think it's important that you know that I'm still getting my lab work done frequently to see where I'm at and to monitor myself. And I guess you could look at this and say, well, gee, if you're doing so good, why are you taking so many? I like to feel good. I like to maintain my weight. I like not being depressed. I like to have a good attitude. So I had a lot of health issues. You know, just because you lose some weight doesn't mean that your health is great. The idea is to lose the weight, feel healthy, and look good. And that's what this is all about.